Here at the John Gray Library, there was a Holocaust exhibit. We have Ms. Wilma Jackson, the Director of Global Diversity and Inclusive Excellence, to tell us more about the exhibit.
The Holocaust is a time during World War II where over 6 million Jews and about 11 million other people were killed because of racial and injustice. And this is a time in our history that was traumatic for so many people. It still affects us today. So, as remember that time on January the 27th was International Holocaust Memorial Day. So that was the time that the nation comes together to mourn the loss, to educate generations, and to just kind of reminisce on this awful genocide that occurred.
So, Ms. Wilma, do you think that the students and faculty here will be interested in learning more?
I think that not only the students, but I would even venture to say staff, faculty, administration, and even potential students as they are touring our campus and deciding, what college they would like to go to. I think that is something for everyone to embrace and to capture. And we chose the library because it is a highly accessible area right across from the Starbucks, and it's on the path for students to go to different activities, studying, and also staff, faculty, administration, everyone.
So, because you are the Director of Global Diversity and Inclusive Excellence, what was your mission for this exhibit?
So through this exhibit, this is another form and another outlet for us to be able to demonstrate our raise awareness to this diverse culture, but also to educate others too, and to help people to pause and think and want to know more, want to research more, want to know more about the Holocaust, because we don't hear a lot about it, but it is part of history, and we want to make sure that it is that everyone is aware, and that it gives us the time to just pause and reflect.
I also found the exhibit interesting. When I got home, I started doing some research myself.
That's good, and that's exactly what we want. We want people to dig deeper, past the exhibit, past the Memorial Day, the national, international day, but go a little further than that, and do more research, because it helps us to learn about not only a different set of people, but also the injustice that many different groups face. And this was definitely one of those particular groups. And it was important for us to have the exhibit here because it tells the stories of survivors, people who were actually part of the Holocaust. It tells their stories, it tells their experiences, and who better can to tell that than someone who's actually been through this ordeal. There are eight. We have eight of the portraits, and there is a set of about 16, and they travel across the nation.
Well, will the survivors ever come back? Because I know I wanted to ask them some questions. Like, I know that the Bulgaria and Finland countries were involved in the Holocaust, and what were some of their techniques for surviving?
I would like for us to maybe, if we bring them back again next year or the year after, have a panel discussion. From what I understand, there's faculty on campus who have an interest and expertise in the Holocaust. So it may be an opportunity to get them involved too and have more discussions. And again, have that education piece about, and also, this is a cultural thing, but also it is. A disparity. It is a tragedy, again, that happened to millions of people. So we definitely should talk about that in this institution of higher learning, and bring awareness to the disparity that occurred.
So, do you think that people should do a little bit more reading to gain more knowledge about the Holocaust? Because they have books out there like Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl, and the book that I love and enjoy is The Boy in His Sharp Pajamas.
We know about Anne Frank and that, and other certain aspects about the Holocaust, but the work that the institution does, they take it a step further, and they take the message in the community. And again, like these portraits that we're fortunate to have, they travel all over the nation. So it's a way to talk about, raise awareness of the Holocaust, but also it's also a way to recognize the work that they do through the Institute.
Well, thank you, Miss Jackson. It was nice to have you, and thank you for informing us about the Holocaust and bringing the exhibit here.